Hi everybody, it's Geordie from Geordie's Cards. I'm back with episode 18 of my Shop Your Crafty Stash series, so thank you for joining me today. I struggled with this one today. I really couldn't come up with any ideas. So the random number generator chose out the Get Well Before and Afters stamp set from Lawn Fawn, along with the Scalloped Circle gift tag dies from Lawn Fawn. So I really struggled. I went on Pinterest to look for some inspiration, and I found a card by a lady called Stephanie Benavides, who created a card for Butterfly Reflections Inc. And I pretty much copied her design. So thank you so much, Stephanie, for helping me out of my crafty rut here. So I'm pulling out the Scalloped Slimline with Hearts landscape die, along with the large Slimline with sliders die, both from Lawn Fawn, to create my card today. And I have gone ahead and coloured and cut out my little critters here. And I'm going to go ahead and attach these little pieces down on to my critters. So my little bird is going to be holding on to this medicine bottle here. And my little turtle is going to be wearing the nurse's hat. I just thought that was kind of cute. So when I had a look on Pinterest, Stephanie had done this same card, so same design, just using a different stamp set. So she had used the You Autumn Know stamp set and created a really lovely fall scene card. And I just thought it was really pretty, and I thought it just worked for what I wanted to create today. I didn't have any other ideas. And the crazy thing is that the current Lawn Fanatics challenge is all about taking inspiration from the design team. Now, I'm not going to be entering this card because it wasn't inspired by a member of the design team from Lawn Fawn, but it just goes to show that there's inspiration out there. If you're stuck in a rut like I am, you really don't know what to do, then go ahead and look at other cards, search up things on Pinterest, see what takes your fancy, and see if you can use it to help you create a card that works for you. So yeah, just again, thank you, Stephanie, for your inspiration. It's always nice to get ideas, and sometimes when the crafting juices just aren't flowing, it's the easiest way to come up with a card design. So I have gone ahead and cut out my scalloped circle and the inner circle from that die set. I've cut the inner circle from some Gotta Have Gingham paper. This comes from the 12 by 12 pack, which was freebies that Lawn Fawn sent me in one of my orders. So I thought I would use that up and pop it down here. I've used 3 different colors, and now I'm just gluing my little critters on top of those. So everything is glued flat, just using my Belly Art precision glue. So I've glued the pattern paper onto the scalloped circles, and now I'm gluing my critters on top. And when I'm gluing my critters, I'm making sure that I cover up those little gift tag holes that the die creates. So on to my slimline pieces here. So I have the scalloped slimline, which I've cut from some white cardstock. And now I have this stitched rectangle slimline, which comes from Peacock cardstock. That made no sense whatsoever. I've cut that from some Lawn Fawn Peacock cardstock, and I'm layering the two together. Again, I'm just using liquid glue for everything. So gluing everything flat, keeping it nice and simple today. So now I'm lining up my 3 little scalloped circles onto my mat, and I'm going to try and glue these down as centrally as possible. So I'm starting with that middle one, and we're going to try and line him up with the middle of my panel there and glue that down nicely. So you can see the scallops fit nicely inside this slimline. This is the smallest of the 2 slimline rectangles in that slimline with sliders die set. And then this scalloped one comes from the landscape version of the scalloped slimline with hearts die. So they layer up really nicely and give a nice border all the way around. So I've glued all 3 of my little guys on there. I'm just going to end up moving this guy just a little bit. I felt like he was a little bit off kilter. And there we go. That is that part done. I've now die cut two of these, I was going to say scalloped, wavy banners. These actually come from the Double Slider Surprise die. I don't have any of the wavy banners on their own, but I just thought that I could use these, this one instead, and it works perfectly. I've cut that from some Mermaid cardstock, and I'm going to stamp down my sentiment on these. Now again, this idea comes directly from Stephanie. I have completely copied her design. I can't take any credit for this today. So once again, thank you, Stephanie. So I've stamped out my sentiment there. I've tried to curve it a little bit to follow the curve of the banner. And I'm going to use just some small foam squares on the back of these just to pop these up a little bit from the base of my card, but they're going to fit in between the top and middle and the middle and bottom circles on my card. And I just thought it looked really nice and kind of works, doesn't it? So I'm popping these down. I've just stamped that out with some black Versafine ink. So again, I'm not doing anything fancy today, and I just really struggled. I really struggled to come up with an idea today. So, you know, it kind of turned out, and I think it looks quite nice. It's not my favorite card, I'll be honest, but I was just really struggling. Just the creative juices were not flowing today. So I tried my best, which is all we can ask for. So I have cut a Slimline card base here. It measures 8.5 inches tall by 3.5 inches wide. I've stamped out that sentiment in the inside, which says sending get well hugs. And I'm just going to go ahead and glue my front panel onto my card base, and that is it, my card complete. In the end, I think that it's turned out kind of cute, and it would make somebody smile who's not feeling very well, which is the main thing, and what we're all about as card makers is making people happy, isn't it? But I'm really thankful that I managed to find some inspiration on Pinterest to use to help me create my card today, because I think I really would have struggled. If you enjoyed this one, please do give it a thumbs up. Please do leave a comment. I would love to hear from you. And please feel free to subscribe to my channel. I'd love to see you come back. Thanks for joining me today.